Hi, I'm Ms. Huffman.
And I'm Ms. B. Welcome to our Caregiver Corner.
In our Two Teachers Interactive Read Aloud playlist, we just read We Are in a Book by Mo Willems. Let's take it from the top and remind our caregivers of some of the basic skills needed to read a book that we may take for granted.
Yes. So let's begin with book orientation. Now that's just a fancy way of saying how to hold and interact with a book. Have you ever seen a young child open and read a book that is upside down? They don't quite have the skills necessary to understand how to hold a book in the right direction. Now, though these skills may seem pretty obvious and simple to us, they're actually skills children need to be taught.
So once we have book orientation down, what's next?
Next, your child can begin exploring concepts about print. Now, we all learn by reading what is called concepts of print, or how books work, like knowing to start at the front cover and turn the pages until you get to the back of a book. They will need the dexterity to know how to open a book and the fine motor skills to pinch those thin sheets between their fingers to turn the pages.
But what if my child is still using their full hand or palm and almost slapping to turn each page?
Oh dear. Well, this could crease the pages or lead to accidental tears and tears. And we want to make sure our little ones are using fine motor skills like playing with Play-Doh or building with Legos or pinching and manipulating other small objects to refine those little muscles.
Okay, then what?
If your child understands that the symbols printed on the page hold meaning, then they will realize that when we read a book, we are reading the same exact words every time. Now, this is a great time to introduce the idea of letters, words, and sentences.
Yes, letters make up words, words make up sentences, and sentences make up stories, written or spoken.
Exactly. So now we can focus on where to begin reading on the page and which direction to go. Now this is called directionality of print, and it's all about knowing which way to move your eyes across the page to read words. Children need to understand the sweep and return from line to line, and that each word written represents one word spoken. You will often see teachers asking young children to use their finger to demonstrate this return sweep, even if a child doesn't know how to read quite yet. Now, this little interaction helps to train their brain in what will be a repetitive but intuitive task.
Right, so important. But, this seems like a lot of moving parts when we break it all down. What if my child struggles to remember them all?
Well, let's talk about some ways to help. One way to start is by placing a green go sign at the left of the page and a red stop sign at the right of the page. This shows your child where to start reading and where to stop. Another thing you can do is just talk about the book. Point out the different parts of the book, just like Ms. Huffman did in the interactive video. She asked questions like, can you find the front cover? What about the spine? Who writes the book and who makes the pictures? And most importantly, model, model, model. Read aloud next to your child and model holding the book correctly, turning the pages gently, using your finger to show the return sweep of your eyes, all while reading aloud. And huge kudos if you can find time in your busy schedule to model the joy of reading with texts that you're actually interested in, like a newspaper or a magazine or physical and digital books and so much more.
Yes, I know our phones have become a tempting source of entertainment in our downtime. We can both agree on that. But it's important to remember that you are your child's first and forever teacher. What they see you do is what they will learn to do too.
Yes. Now, if you want to recap on some of these skills, be sure to watch We're in a Book by Mo Willems on our interactive Read Aloud playlist.
Also, as a hint to our Piggy Thank You challenge, might I recommend reading the book more than once?
Happy reading! Bye!